Hello, and welcome to Dark Souls. Yes, I know, again, old game, but I'm going to be approaching it with a very specific mission. This is going to be a player weapon only run. Specifically, I'm going to start a new character, and I'm only going to use weapons that are only used by the player character. I've got a list of them here. Also, this does not include boss soul weapons. So weapons like the dagger, broadsword, iaito, partisan, pickaxe, warpick, those kind of weapons are not used by anyone else in the game. This includes NPCs and enemies. There's a bunch of them, but they're fairly spread out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out on a knight class character. There we go. Because they start out with the broadsword, obviously. And I'm going to go from there. Now, you'd actually be surprised, like, a lot of different, certain weapons are actually used by NPCs, but it's not visible. It is in their loadout, so that kind of thing counts. However, the main reason I'm started this is because I was thinking about the weapon Server, which is a curved greatsword that is found in Blighttown. It's early enough, so I can do most of the game with it. Main thing is, I don't think many people remember it exists. So they just kind of forget about it. Not to mention that, like, even though it has, like, the HP lifesteal, it's completely overshadowed by the Murakumo just doing more damage. So, yeah. Let's get started with that. Okay, what am I gonna name this dude? Okay, then. That was a happy accident. I don't know what I'm doing. That'll do. Hair. I know a lot of people either put effort into absolutely mangling the face of their characters, but I don't know, I don't have the effort to do that kind of thing. Alright, simple enough. Let's go. Yeah, whatever. I'm more interested in how this will come together. Ooh, also, technically, funnily enough, the straight sword hilt also counts. Oh boy, it's been a while. Okay, so, bit of background. I love the Dark Souls series. It is the only, like, I like a lot of stuff, like, in general, but the Dark Souls series in particular is, like, the only thing I will actively say I am a fan of. There's other stuff that you can, like, that I will touch upon and whatnot, but Dark Souls is the one that just takes hold and I really transfix with. Like, admittedly, the whole concept of which weapons are there that only the player character uses was kind of a bit of a nerdwang for me, trying to work out specifically what those were and debate that with people. Just off the top of my head without having to check the wiki, and I got most of them. I don't know what that says about me, but whatever. Okay, so Way is gonna be this dude. Server's an interesting weapon because I think it's short. Yeah, it's shorter than the Murakumo. And it has the ability to lifesteal, not on kill, but on hit. So that is somewhat important. I don't think I'll be using any magic, because most other catalysts are used by other people, except maybe the Ulasil catalyst. Dusk doesn't actually use one, because she doesn't fight anyone. Okay. Also, I have the Master Key, because one of the first things I'm going to be doing is going and grabbing the Dragon Crest Shield, because that also isn't used by anyone. I wasn't able to choose the Warrior, which probably would have been a better starting point for a quality build, because they use the Longsword and the Heater Shield, which are both used by the Crestfallen Warrior. Okie dokie. I'm not going to bother here, because, I mean, I've never seen someone beat it right off the bat with anything other than the black fire bombs. So, let's not bother. Also, I am all lozenged up. My voice should be a lot better now. All I have to deal with now are my sinuses. Tower Kite Shield also not used by anyone other than the player. The Caduceus Kite Shield are used by the Crystal Hollows. So even that doesn't count. Okay, still rolling well. Even though I'm starting out as a knight, I don't have... Because of the armor that I'm wearing, I don't have much wiggle room. Okie dokie. Broadsword. I'm probably going to be using this a fair bit throughout the... Really? I'm already fat rolling? Okay, well, off come the gloves. Okay. We are. Also, speaking of which, see that? I can't use a short bow. I can't even use the longbow, I don't think. That's used by the Crystal Hollows later on again. A lot of... It's really annoying. A lot of stuff is used by random enemies that you wouldn't even think of. I can't use the Black Bow of Faris. I can use a composite bow, but you find it in a really dumb spot. Okie dokie. Like, that was one of the main things I was worrying about, because I use bows a lot, considering, like, I'm not going to be able to use... I can't even use pyromancies, come to think of it. Okay. I don't know how many times I've run through Dark Souls itself. I don't know, maybe like 10? I know that's not actually much, but I still sunk a fair amount of time into this. I find it interesting. I think this is the only conversation in which you say yes by default. All the other ones you say no. And by default, I mean, like, that particular answer is selected by default. Take this. Oh, and this, because... Okay, yes, let's go. And you will die later. And I will pick up your souls if I'm close enough. Yeah, there he is. Also, can't use the Astora Straight Sword, because look who's using it. Right. Should I... No, I can't also do, like, can only use... Like, I'm specifically omitting armor. Otherwise, I'd have very, very little options. I don't think there's an actual set of armor in the game which is exclusive to the player. Like, legitimately. Whatever. Let's focus on other things. Like the wholesale murder. There we go. Okay. This is going to be a little bit awkward, because I'm going to have to click back and forth to see how long I've been recording, because I didn't position the windows correctly. And not to mention, I positioned another... mouse controls. Another window incorrectly, so that even if I were to position this differently, I would... Ooh, okay, no, I got it. There we go. Everything's fine. I've been going for around about 8 minutes. I keep forgetting just how little damage I do right at the very start. You. Yep, okay. Everything's falling into place. I remember how all this feels. I think we're good. Oh yeah, no longsword, obviously. It's okay, the broadsword's a decent weapon. Like, honestly, if I wanted to, I could just go through the rest of the game with the broadsword. But I won't. Also, depending on how this particular run goes, how long it takes, how much effort I put into it and whatnot, I might end up doing it for Dark Souls 2 as well. I won't be able to do Dark Souls 3 because, okay, confession time. My current main gaming platform is a late 2014 MacBook Pro. And, yeah. I'm surprised I'm getting this running, and I'm surprised it's recording fine. Okay, here we go. Time to do the thing. Sup, bitch? Hacha! Alright. Ooh. I can't remember what the hitboxes in this game are like. And like, what the iframes of rolling is. I've been playing... Rather, the last game like this I played for extended periods of time was Monster Hunter World. And the iframes in that are different. Oof. Okay. And we're done. Ooh, do I have anything? Nope, I don't have anything worth trading, so I'm not gonna bother with that. Oh, damn it, I can't even use any of the Black Knight weapons. Those are a really good crutch to have at the very start of the game. Ah, should be fine. Medium rolling's okay. Do you remember back in the day when you're like really, really early on, like first playing the game and you were fat rolling and you just kind of thought that's how it was? And that was okay? And that, you know, you could deal with that? Those were simpler times, weren't they? Okay. Time to get manhandled like a piece of beef jerky. Hang on, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where is it? Silly me. Give me that. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do the runaround and do the starting. I don't think. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stock up on certain weapons that are. Yes, I know. Shut up. I had a train of thought earlier. Yes, different weapon types. Gonna get the war pick for thrusting type, or I could get the Lucerne, but the war pick comes first because I'm not gonna go down there. Okay, right. Hang on. This gives you 3. I remember a time when that used to be less. Okay, like I think that was like just 1 or something. Okay, step 1, come down, level up. I'm gonna need a dexterity of at least 13 to wield server. I think I'm gonna aim for 24-24. That's just as a nice round number. You know. But I know for server in particular it's 24-13. But it scales with dexterity primarily, so... use that. Does it show how much I need to level up for that? No, it doesn't. I actually have to go try. Damn it. That was a waste. Okie dokie. I think, yeah, I'll go grab the shield first, because that's a pretty much a direct upgrade almost. Also, wait, are people still playing this version? Like, is it meant to be connected? I don't understand that. Like, I thought Remastered was its own thing, because enough people were getting it. I do not remember. Like, I didn't know to begin with, never mind. Look at that face. But yeah, so, I'll be going... that's gonna be interesting if we get invaded. Alright, so... Gotta go get that first. I'm gonna need to buy a bunch of important stuff. Sort of a nameless soldier. Usually in other runs, I would just come down here and grab the S-Stock, because it's a half-decent weapon to start off. Not this time. I started with the Master Key, didn't I? Yes, I did. Good, good, good. There's that. That's an important one. Okay. I mean, I suppose I could go down and try to get server early. I mean, that... Oh. I don't know if I'll be able to do it, because I'm going to be running through a lot of poison. Yeah, no. I'm not going to make that. I mean, I could try, but it's... Oh, no. Also, one other caveat I will also make, I will also be using the spider shield, just for convenience, because I'm not dealing with that. It's... No. No, thank you. Okay. I can't remember which specific pickup wakes up the undead dragon, and it can kill me in one hit. So, let's be dainty, let's be careful. Because it, like, if it wakes up at the right moment, it just swipes at you. Get the right one, and... Ooh! Get some of that slow down. Okay, so I made it. Right. Okay, so... Oh, that actually has higher stability. Okay, that's fine. The main thing is I'm going to be getting pelted with, like, fire predominantly right at the very start, so... It's just easy to do this first. Alright, so... Got the... Also, I should... Okay. If I do end up doing Dark Souls 2, I will do a no-shield run as well. I recently watched H-Bomber Guy's breakdown of why Dark Souls 2 is really good, and I agree with him. Like, I agreed with him before I even saw the video. But he has a very, very strong stance on only two-handing a weapon and not using a shield at all. And while I find that commendable, it's also a bit, like, I don't know, like, it has me thinking. Like, I was tempted to try to do one in Dark Souls 1, but I don't think that would have gone well. Like, nah. Oh, right, okay, so now I've got to traipse around and... Oh, right, yeah, up here. Traipse around and grab all the fun little random knickknacks. I'm gonna keep that on hand. Start of the game is always a bit boring because you have to run around finding everything. Like, in Dark Souls 2, they gave you a lot less things to find right at the very start. Whereas Dark Souls 1, there's just tons of crap. Like, there's this thing, and I suppose I could go around. These full chests. Oh no. Implication that Petrus is actually a bad person. Environmental storytelling. Which it actually is, I should point that out. It's a good thing. But, I don't know why I'm snarking at that. Okay. And this is the Homeward Bone. Okay. I'm just being meticulous and trying to order everything. Oh, that didn't work. But I did take less damage from that. Also because of my stance on certain things and like not using certain objects here and there, I will not be picking up a lot of the weapons I typically would run for, like the winged spear and... Oh shit, hello. That is not much damage at all. Okay. Well, I'm gonna pick this up. Hey! Can I quickly... Yep. Okay, good. Right. Okay. That's already 20 minutes. Jesus Christ. I mean, like... Oh yeah, that's another thing. I'm gonna have to use all these manually. And it takes forever, because just... I mean, I could just go ahead and like assign them to a slot. But that also, I think that takes longer. Whatever. Okay. Kinda had to have more of both. Also, not to mention, since I'm starting off as a knight, the spread... Actually, I did check that. The knight has pretty much the same spread as the warrior. I did try to, like, build a build on Mugen Monkey, but I then proceeded to forget what it was and not save it. Like an idiot. That's probably going to be a decent indicator of how this is going to go. Okay, there is a run forward, that's good. But yeah, as I also said, I will not be using boss soul weapons either. Because that would open up to a lot of them, and that's fair. But that also, I don't feel like it makes it hard enough for me. Like I could then just go ahead and use the cursed Greatsword of Artorias, and that would be done. That would be it. But no actual greatswords. Also dragon tail weapons, which also knocks out things like the Drake Sword and the Moonlight Greatsword. Although, admittedly, if you use the Drake Sword, you're using it because you saw it in a guide, and it told you it was there, and it's so great. But if you use it, you're a noob, probably. Because, like honestly, there are so many other better options that will scale afterwards with it. I don't think I actually know of anyone who actually, who bothered to go ahead and try to upgrade that thing. I'm overswinging way too much. It's really hard to tell exactly how much health these enemies have. Oh well, okay, so I'm gonna get to the first bonfire, and I think I'll call the episode there. Oh yeah, that's right, I can't even use the... Ah, God, I can't even use a fucking crossbow. Hello, friends. Oh. Look at you. Using a shield. Ow. I should be fine without trying to heal immediately. I've got lots of health. Alright, the item's in there. But before I continue on, right. I don't really know. Like, it's kind of the polar opposite for a lot of Japanese developers. They gave the dude the G-string and the lady a full butt flap. Ow. Alright, fine. That's just rude. Oh, right, I get the rubbish here. Okay. Ugh. I like the fact that they managed to make parrying just a touch different in every single game. It's all new mechanics. And I guess that's realistic, because when you start up a new game, you have to casually work out how to... Okay. You casually have to work out how to manage each individual advanced technique. It's like, oh no, it's like I'm a baby again. How do I do the thing? How do I parry the blade? How do I short web? Okay. In my first ever time playing Dark Souls 1, oh god, this was back before Skyrim was out, come to think of it. Yeah. I got Dark Souls 1 waiting for Skyrim to come out on Xbox 360. I played it once and went this is really weird and confusing and difficult. I don't know what I'm doing, this doesn't feel right, I'm gonna leave it alone. like an idiot. And then admittedly I went ahead and I ended up playing Demon Souls, and that's what got me into the series properly. I specifically bought a PS3 just to play Demon Souls all over again, and then they shut down the servers. Whee! There we go. Wait. Ooh, what'd you get? Short sword. I can't use the short sword either. Because that's used by... Ooh, hang on. Wait, no. Damn it. I can't use the Uchi Katana either. There's so many things that I just can't use. Because the Uchi Katana is obviously used by that motherfucker. And it's also, interestingly enough, it's used by the ninja bodyguard that Shiva of the East has. Oh, this old shield. Obviously can't use that one. There we go. Right. Can't use the rapier. Also, fun fact. I thought the Mailbreaker was going to be on the list. Like, of all things, the Mailbreaker. But no. Instead of using a dagger, Griggs. Like, when you start as a mage, you start with a dagger. Because that's like the whole thing. They're meant to be stealthy and whatnot. Griggs, who's meant to be of that design, uses a Mailbreaker instead of a dagger. I love the Mailbreaker. But apparently I can't use it now. What is the general sign of anger in this game? Like, you can't... Oh, there we go. Okay, you sleazy fuck. How do I deal with you? Oh, for God's sakes. Because I need to get, like, certain... at least want to get the repair box. Before, I get going. Like, he does have a couple of things that are worth pulling off of him before you kill him. Okay.
Well now, you seem to have your wits about you. Then you are a welcome customer.
For God's sakes. Alright, so what does this guy carry? I don't have to buy that off him, I kill him for it. I can also kill him for that. I suppose I can go without the repair box, it's not too far away. So, dagger. One, that. Scimitar, obviously used by skeletons. The falchion, I thought that was also okay. Nope, used by Blackbow Faris. Faris in the thing, yeah. Hand axe, also used by Laurentius. Club, I think, is okay. Reinforced club is... Shields I'm not going to bother with because I don't need to. Okay. Technically, I would be able to use a repair box if I killed him and got his souls. But that's not how this works, is it? Chain, that's all used by someone else as well. Okay, again, armor, I know. Whatever. Rapier, hand axe, club, yep. Alright, I think he's spoken for.
Thank you, Kai.
Alright. Let's get communist. Hutcha!
Gone mad, have you? I'll teach you, you lousy rat. Julia! Why me?
What kind of, like, dumbass weeb, like, gives... Seriously, what kind of dumbass weeb gives a katana a Germanic name? Other than an actual Japanese person who has, like, this weird fixation with German culture. Seriously, we all know it's because of World War II, but let's not get into that. Okay. I just need to get back up, and once I rest at the bonfire, we'll be swell. Ouch. Actually, kind of think of it, since I don't have a bow, I'm not going to be able to take out the Titanite Demon later on either. Oh. Ooh, can I make this jump? Because if I recall correctly, every time I try to make this jump, I would, like, go slightly to the right for some weird reason. Okay, never mind. was up here? Oh, never mind. Okay. Also, slightly disappointed you can't oh, wait, you can. Okay, then. I was about to say, oh, I'm surprised you can't jump through there. No, I can. I'm just an idiot. Okay. Well, that's about half an hour. I've murdered everyone nearby. I can't be bothered getting the wooden shield because that's not going to be useful to me. Instead, okay, hello. Instead, I'm going to set this on fire, have a good sit, point out the fact that I said sit. I'm going to increase my intelligence to 10 just to make sure I don't have any stats that are like single digit, because it will irk me. Even though that is basically a wasted level. And we're done. Okay. Thank you all so much for watching. That was a bit of a rough start, but it'll be getting a little bit more interesting from here. I'm yet to see whether people are judging me for being terrible or not, but it'll become much more apparent later on. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. And I will see you next time.